Why don't you give me a sign?
This is Corinna Jane.
The leaves are trailing along that shore. It's not your problem, it's mine.
With her brand new single, Give Me a Sign.
While the world still spins,
As featured on BBC Introducing.
it's just the way it's gotta be. Give me a sign about the things that we don't know. Why don't you give me a sign?
Corinna Jane, Give Me a Sign. Out now.
It's not your problem, it's mine.
I know most people don't think about us up there in the mountains. Many of my patients are miners. It's dangerous work, and they carry the burden of building this nation on their backs. They're in pain. These people, my people, trusted me. I can't believe how many of them are dead now.
Hello, I'm Sophia Jessica and welcome to the Fan Carpet. Tonight we are here at BFI London Film Festival 2021.
When I first read this, I knew about I was aware of the opioid epidemic, but I really only knew that it existed, and that's pretty much it. I didn't know about the injustice of Purdue Pharma and the Sackler family. I didn't know about any of that, and so when I was reading the script for the first time, I found myself so angry and infuriated by what they were doing and the decisions they were making in these conference rooms that were then having massive effects on these people in these small communities. And now it is still a huge, it's still affecting everybody. And I had to be a part of telling that story. And I fell in love with my character, and I think being able to be a part of that story and telling that story is really, really special.
Yeah, so my character, Billy, is effectively an amalgamation or a composite of several different real-life representatives for Purdue Pharma. So he is a sales rep, effectively, and he's tasked with introducing OxyContin into predominantly sort of mining communities, rural parts of America where there are kind of a lot of labor-intensive jobs, and people were very, very kind of like liable to get injured and need pain relief. I think initially he goes into the job with sort of good intentions, and there's an element of him being quite benevolent, but he quickly discovers that all is not what it seems. And the reality of this scenario, and this is what the show is largely based on, is that Purdue fraudulently promoted this highly addictive drug as a legitimate form of pain relief when it wasn't, when it never should have been on the market. And they encourage salespeople like my character to engage in bribery and deception, and that is something that I can't really escape from, and eventually he becomes kind of embroiled in the culture at Purdue, and entrapped by the enticing nature of the money and the status that came with climbing the ranks there.
Well, I wouldn't say that the show is fiction. I would say it's a dramatization. There is a lot in the show of what actually happened. And sure, there are some composite characters, but even those composite characters are there to represent more of a universal truth of what happened by incorporating more true life anecdotes into these characters. So it's the show is actually, for a nonfiction, a scripted dramatization, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, for me to work with someone like Michael Keaton, to be in the same series as Rosario Dawson, Kaitlyn, who's like my favorite actor on the planet, I think, at the moment, was so exciting. And I just feel like immensely grateful. Anytime I've done panels or, carpets like this with this show, and I've looked at who I'm in the company of, I really, really genuinely can't believe it. And Michael specifically is someone who I feel like I learned a lot from just by watching how he conducts himself, and he's a real pro.
He is so special, and I don't even know, I can't even explain it. He truly is such a legend, and I think it's a testament to how good of a person he is. I think his work ethic is really incredible and inspiring. But I think that when you're watching him, he's starts with a baseline of just truth and honesty, and his performances are so grounded that you believe everything he says and every word that it comes out of his mouth. So I just was so just blown away by him, working with him. It was really, really like insane.
Yeah, I mean, how fortunate I was to have literally one of the greatest casts of the year. It's just all of, not just the best actors, but many people's favorite actors. It's an incredible group. They were all just, did such a great job in their roles as well. I think when people see the show, they're going to be blown away by the acting. And then there was the added bonus, which is they were all lovely. Everyone was just passionate to be involved in the project. So we had a really terrific shoot, and I'm excited for people to see these unbelievable performances.
I think it's going to be a really powerful watch for the audience because it's a very informative show. We are shedding light on a story that was somewhat buried for a very long time, and it's a story that really deserves to be told. And I think it's going to allow people to really have empathy for people dealing with addiction, and I think it's going to be really eye-opening for people, and I think it's really, really, really special.
I think it's going to be an addictive watch because I think people are going to be stunned at the criminal behavior by a pharma company in promoting a highly addictive drug as practically non-addictive. And I think when you see the extent to which they lie, deceive, manipulate, peddle influence, all the way to the highest levels of the U.S. government, it's weirdly hypnotic because you just can't believe what this company did.
To find out, something like the opioid epidemic that I think people are vaguely aware of, to find out that it is just so kind of purpose-filled and methodical on the part of Purdue and the Sackler family in terms of how they presented a highly addictive narcotic and ultimately a dangerous drug as a non-addictive and legitimate form of pain relief. I think for people to uncover just exactly how they did that and the incredible lengths they went to try and achieve that will be very enthralling and hopefully be very informative as well.
Well, I think people love stories. I think they love to hear stories, see stories, watch stories. I think that the stories can do all sorts of different things. They can just make you laugh, or they can scare you. They can just be pure entertainment, or they can be have more depth and meaning. And it just depends. Everyone looks for something different in a story. For me, I'm a fan of true stories as an audience member. I like to watch people do amazing things under extraordinary circumstances. And I like to learn new things. So, for me, that's what I value as an audience member. And as a storyteller, I don't know. It's just what I do.
That is a big question. I have been thinking about that a lot recently, though. But I think what I've discovered more recently about storytelling, and in particular for how I personally feel about storytelling, I feel like there are so many stories that we can tell, but I think that there are conscious choices that we can make. I think that what I learned from being a part of Unbelievable is that you can also do what you love and create and come together and make something really special, but you can also have that project have a lot of impact on people and have some importance there. And I think that Dopesick is very similar to that. So I think that this will, as much as this was a really, I got to work with Michael Keaton, I got to work with Barry Levinson, and I as an actor, I soaked up so much. But I think that this project is going to have a lot of impact on people, which I think is really, really cool.
Oh, I was so honored that we got into the London Film Festival. It was especially when I found out that they only took 2 American TV shows, and the other one was Succession, which is one of the best shows on television. So I was so flattered, and it was also really excited that, maybe we got something here with our show.
I feel really lucky, man. Very honored to be welcomed into the Marvel family. Everyone I've interacted with at the MCU has been amazing, and I think being involved in a franchise like Guardians, which, as you say, is particularly characterful and very, very creative, is a true honor. So. Potentially, I'm just very excited to be involved in any capacity, and I get started in a couple of months, so just focused on preparing now, and I can't wait to get started. Really, really unique vision. I think he has very much his own kind of tone, and really kind of carves out his own path as a creative. Just very, very inventive, and a real sense of playfulness, and it's what I love about the Guardians, franchise, and it's what I love about James. He also seems like a great dude, so I feel very, very lucky to be working with him.
I'm Sophia Jessica. Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram for more.
I think I can make this the biggest drug in the world.
I'm here on the largest of the Balearic Islands, Mallorca, with the turquoise waters of the Mediterranean Sea, beautiful mountainous landscape, the thriving city of Palma, quaint little market towns, a growing number of luxury hotels. It's no surprise that the likes of Audrey Hepburn and Elizabeth Taylor like to holiday here. So come and join me as I take you around Mallorca.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.